Good morning, my beautiful souls, and happy peeps. Happy Thursday. I hope each and every one of y'all have a great day. I know the day is young, but I hope that it brings some sort of magic and fun surprises somewhere along today. I love this song. Please come to Boston. Yeah, yeah, music is everything. But let me tell you, I have been just getting all kinds of information in my brain, and I wanted to share it. And I might be going off the deep end just a little bit, but I I don't know. So let's get started so we don't run over. First of all, what came to mind is like contracts, and with that was like wedding vows. And I know the way life has changed, I think like wedding vows should be changing too. I mean, everything has changed. And I know there's so much going on about Gen X and boomers. On my Beatles upside down. Life has really changed. And I hope, I'm on the kind of tail end of the baby boomers being 62, but I really hope and I'm praying that the Gen X crowd can really turn things around. I really am. Because and even with my son, what is he? I don't know. He's 37. So he's had both worlds. Old school, but he's good with all this going on right now. I struggle with what's going on right now. And I know this is my mission in life, is to bring people down to earth and to be authentic, to be who you are supposed to be, not what the world thinks you need to be. Because that is like too much freaking pressure. I don't like it. I don't like it. And so that's what brought it up about wedding vow changes. This is what I came up with. When you're young, if you get married when you're really, really young, you don't even know who you are yet. It's just, don't even know who I am. How can you expect me to change with you if I don't even know who I am yet? I haven't even experienced life. And you're in love with the idea of love. And I'm taking this as like anywhere between 18 and 25, I guess. You know, you just really, you think you know, because if you were like me when I was young, I always used to tell my mom, I know, mom, I can handle it. That used to drive her crazy. And it wasn't till later on in life when, I guess it was after the divorce to my kid's father, I told her, I broke down and said, I can't handle this. And finally, she just looked at me. She didn't smile, but I knew, that she's like, finally, I see something that you truly can't handle. I thought I could. And that's the way we are when we're young. We're just so invincible. And then getting married in your middle ages, life starts lifing now. Because now you've got bills, commitments, and kids. And they distract you from the love that brought you all together. The falling in love, the Google eyes and all that kind of stuff. And then that's when you start finding relief outside of the boundaries, whether it be, oh, I'm going to stop by the bar on the way home, or, the third party gets involved or whatever. Is your communication, respect, and discipline strong enough to survive this? That's the middle life, marriage and midlife. And then finding a partner in your older your older self, the end of life, I guess you should say. I should say. You've been there, done it. You've seen it all. You finally know what it is that you want and don't want out of life. And you're basically there to hold hands, to laugh, to reminisce, and to just be, which is so awesome to me. To me, that's a real freedom, is to just, take a deep breath and say, okay, you're my person. Let's finish this out, Let me help you put your underwear on. I mean, that's how it's going to get, And again, with my job, I see that every day. And it's just sweet to me to see these older people, they struggle with what's happening because they can still remember where they've been, what they've done, but to see them kiss or hold each other's hands or be real concerned about each other at that point, it's a blessing. It really is. So this is life. It's not the facades that we see or even the movies they're making now. It's all about sex and drugs and money and fast cars and women that have fake everything, and then we idolize that. I don't understand. And I know I'm going to get some haters on this. I am. But then that's when, like Hollywood, I heard this morning from a reader. Blackmail has seeped into our society so deep that if you don't conform, they're going to give you hell. And that's a shame. Or just your stalkers and your enemies because you're not playing the game the way they think you should play it. Well, my life is nobody's game. My life is mine. And I'm just adamant about being authentic. Why should I lie? What good does lying do? What you see is what you get. And I think it's important for all of us to find out who we really are and not what life wants us to be. And when you're finally comfortable with that, and it's basically like giving the finger to society. We're all like little pawns anyways when it comes to the government and having to pay our taxes and all that kind of stuff. But I know. This is what goes on up here. But I just thought it was interesting because, yes, I have been through each one of these. And it's amazing. It is. And I've always said, if I were to knock off today, that I have no regrets. I have had quite an adventure. I really am. And I'm proud of the overcoming each and every struggle that I've ever been through. Nobody will ever understand that, but it's been amazing. It's been real, let's put it that way. And I stay true to me. And some people might think I'm too much just because I am real, and that's too bad for you, So that's what I got, peeps. I'm at 7:17, so I love you. Namaste. Have a great Thursday.